First at 5, it is primary election night across Florida. We are following several major local, state, and federal races.
Orange County voters could elect a new mayor tonight. In the governor's race, will President Trump's hand-picked candidate move on to November? And a congressman who has battled controversies for months could lose his seat tonight. Those are just some of the races that we are watching. Polls are open until 7 o'clock, so if you have not voted, you still have time to make your voice heard.
And we have team coverage for you tonight at 5 o'clock. West 2's Kennedy Mason and Haley Crimblehome are talking with voters across Central Florida. Justin Shecker is keeping tabs on the governor's race, and political reporter Greg Fox will join us to break down some of the biggest factors that could decide who moves on tonight.
We start with Kennedy, live outside of one of Orange County's more than 250 voting precincts. Kennedy, you've been speaking to voters all day.
I have, and voters tell me they want to make their voices heard. They say that local elections are especially important to them because they shape the future of their communities. That includes 2 races right here in Orange County, the mayor and the school board chair. Now, Orange County tells me they expect about 40 to 50,000 people to vote in person today. We spoke with several young voters who say making their voices heard is especially important in today's political climate. One voter put it simply, if you don't vote, don't complain.
Everything is affected by the people who are in charge, so down to like potholes or just things that like affect your everyday routine, prices around the area, housing. So if we come out and vote for the people who are supposed to represent us in office, then things can start changing for the better for us.
Every vote counts, so please get out there and vote.
The county has already received about 58,000 mail-in ballots. 56,000 people early voted. As of today, mail-in voting is no longer an option, so voters have 2 options. Turn in those already filled out ballots at the Orange County Supervisor of Elections headquarters on Cayley Street in Orlando or at the West Orange Satellite Office on West Colonial Drive in Ocoee. The second option, vote in person. Now, before you head out to vote, it is important you check your assigned polling location to make sure that you're heading to the right location. You can find that information on the Orange County Supervisor of Elections website. Covering Orange County, live in East Orlando, Kennedy Mason, West 2 News.
The polls will close in less than 2 hours, setting up a number of races for November. But a number of local races across the region could be decided tonight when the ballots are tallied. West 2 News political reporter Greg Fox is focusing on Orange County, where there are major races to track.
Greg, the biggest in Orange County, no doubt, is for county mayor.
You know, and for good reason. It is the biggest local government, and so Central Florida is looking for that new leader in Orange County with Jerry Demings leaving office. One of these 4 people hope to replace him in leading a workforce of 8,400 county employees. Businessman Christopher Messina, clerk of courts Tiffany Moore Russell, former Congresswoman Stephanie Murphy, and current Orange County Commissioner Myra Uribe. All 4 of them joined us for a debate to share their visions for the county's future and the 1.4 million people who live there. Uribe, Russell, and Murphy all said they opposed the proposed property tax cut amendment that will go before voters in November, saying it will cripple local services. Messina said he's voting for the tax cut, claiming under his leadership, he'll cut wasteful spending to make up for lost revenues. If no one gets more than 50% of the vote tonight, the top 2 finishers will square off in November. Moving on to the race for Orange County School Board Chair. Voters tonight will decide who succeeds Teresa Jacobs. This is a contest by 2 current school board members, Angie Gallo and Alicia Ferrant. This is a nonpartisan race, but Gallo has earned the endorsements of a number of Democratic elected leaders, including the mayors of Orlando and Orange County. Ferrant has benefited from mailers courtesy of the Republican Party of Florida. She was also elected to the school board 4 years ago, endorsed by Moms for Liberty. Among constitutional officers up for election, the clerk of courts race will fill the seat being vacated by Tiffany Moore Russell. Former property appraiser Rick Singh is going up against the current general counsel for the clerk's office, Roberta Walton Johnson, in the Democratic primary. The winner faces independent Terrell Thomas in November. And of course, we have 3 Orange County school board races as well, and we have 31. How many did I say?
31?
Yeah, 31. 31 candidates to fill 5 county commission seats, including those new seats 7 and 8. So when it's all, when the smoke clears, we're going to have 9 people casting votes on the commission for Orange County.
Wow. It's a crowded field.
It's a very busy time right
You
now.
need a scorecard. It's kind of like a baseball game.
Yeah.
All right, we'll keep track of all of it for you right here on
Great.
West 2.